Today we're going to dive into the top 25 selling Starbucks mugs. We're going to find out what is selling on eBay for crazy, crazy money. Let's go. We're going to start it right off with these lot of 4 winky-faced mermaid tail looking Starbucks mugs. So they're called Siren White Embossed Mermaid Tail with a Winking Eye. This is a side note, but you want to be able to describe the item really well. Like, make sure you put in anything that makes that item unique. The person who sold these definitely made it unique, but everybody's on the hunt for Starbucks mugs. So this got on people's eyes just for the sake of it being Starbucks. There's 4 of them, so you can break down the cost of that. The 4 mugs ended up selling for $124 plus solid amount for shipping too. We're starting it off here at $124.99 for this lot of 4. They're very unique looking, and I can understand why somebody would buy these. They're Starbucks and they're unique. I could see why they sold. Any rare or discontinued Starbucks mugs are definitely a go-go, so you definitely want to pick them up. You need to pick them up. The ones that sell the best are location mugs. Now, it could be your state or a certain event that it was given away at, or a certain theme park. This was from the Disneyland Haunted Mansion. You could see that it still has the box with it, which of course makes it that much more valuable. It's rare and discontinued, and this mug sold for $150 with free shipping. This Disney Empire Strikes Back Starbucks mug sold for $150. Of course, when Disney and Star Wars and Starbucks all come together, it is a powerful combination. So this is a May the 4th be with you type mug. You know how that's a holiday now. Well, this sold for $150 as well. Now, the location mugs, we're going to see a lot of location mugs. You're gonna know exactly what they look like after this video. Trust me, if you didn't know already, this is what they look like, and now you won't unsee them anywhere you go, because when you see them, you will need to look at them because they are probably being sold for good money, or they sell very quickly. This St. Petersburg Russia mug sold for $120 plus $30 shipping, so $150 total. There are definitely mugs like this that are probably difficult to find because they're not in the States. They're in places like Russia or Japan or somewhere else. Now, those go for crazy money, as you will see. So not only is it locations, but it is locations that we don't have easy access to all the time, or maybe because of the place they were made, they just aren't very many of them. For example, this Singapore mug, this is rare, I'm sure, and also one major factor in this is the cost of shipping. It says on the front, on the very first part of the listing, that this is a US seller. So that definitely brings some value to the item, knowing that it's already in the United States. So if it's already in the United States, it's that much easier to ship. There's a smaller chance of it being broken during shipping. It's hard to come across a mug from Singapore here in the United States. So $138.99. Another rare Starbucks mug is the mug from Guatemala. This one sold as well for $138. Also, this is another one of those cases where it's not available in the United States. So if you do find it, it's pretty amazing and people are seeking after it, that's for sure, if it's from another country especially. So this Guatemala Starbucks mug sold for $138 plus shipping. Now, pay close attention to this lot of 2 Starbucks mugs because they look pretty generic at first glance. So if you can remember these mugs and keep your eye out for them wherever you're at, whether it be an estate sale, a yard sale, wherever, but these Japanese Jimoto Starbucks mugs sold for nearly $160. Apparently, these mermaids have been selling. So the very first one I showed you was a mermaid style mug, but that was more like plain white. This one, these 2 mugs have the mermaid style as well, but they're darker blue with actual mermaid flipper on it. They're blue, nice aesthetic, and both of these mugs together sold for $150 plus shipping. and y'all were not even getting started. But apparently the Starbucks Mermaid mugs are sought after and people pay decent dollars to get them. See, this lot of 3 mugs right here, I really think the seller could have gotten way more money if the seller would have parted these 3 out and not done an auction, because I feel like just one of these mugs could sell for almost what they got in this auction, which is kind of sad. It kind of hurts me. But they did end up making $164.31. These are Star Wars mugs. All 3 of them are Star Wars mugs, and I feel like they could have gotten a solid amount just for one of these. So I look at this and I'm like, oh man, did they not get a good deal on this? Did they not get their money's worth? And I say probably not. You know, they probably could have tripled that money and they could have sold them separately. Oh well. But yeah, they did get a solid chunk of change for those 3 mugs. $164.31. I feel like if you saw this Starbucks mug at the thrift store, you definitely would pick it up because of the cool looking cats and it looks Japanese and cool. Like, I would love to find this out somewhere, this $160 Japanese Starbucks mug, because I mean, look at it, you know? Of course you would pick that up. It's called the Manakineko Beckoning Mug. So this mug is super cool. It is Alice and Olivia Swarovski, which is a sunglasses brand. So what happened was this company partnered with Starbucks and created this mug, which is limited edition, rare, I'm sure. Very cool aesthetic and very top, you know, like, you know the stereotype of Starbucks, like, we're so much better than you. We drink our coffee, you know, while sitting on our balcony looking down at the peasants type vibe, you know what I mean? Like, no offense to you Starbucks people, because I love you, okay? But there's a stigma out there. There's a stigma. This only makes it worse. with your fancy Alice and Olivia Swarovski glasses, you go onto your balcony and you look out and you have your, you know, flowy dress pajamas, and the wind is like whipping through your hair and your dress, and you're like drinking from your Starbucks Olivia and Swarovski mug that you bought for $182 on eBay. You don't tell anybody you still use eBay, but you're looking down at them and you say, and you look down at them and you say, dang, I'm just better than you. If you're buying mugs for $182, you better have all that other aesthetic, because, you know, you made it in life, you know, if you can just have that type of extra income. But yeah, this one sold for $182, and it makes sense. It's very high-end, rare, you know, people. It's a very cool mug, you know, it's very cool. Another Disney Starbucks mug. So it looks like Disney and Starbucks are, you know, giving each other the little fist bumps every now and again, you know, like let's you know, work together as a company type deal. So Disney and Starbucks mugs definitely sell well. Now this one especially is rare, and it's a dragon mug. So if you see Disney and a dragon on a mug in the thrift store or wherever you're at, definitely pick it up, because this one sold for $175. I personally really like this one. It reminds me of Ryan and Allie, Rally Roots, you know, the South Africa mug. I really think that they would like it. This one sold for $185. I just think it's a super cool mug. Very cool location, very cool aesthetic. Love the picture on it. So many reasons why somebody would want to collect this. So we're getting up to the 200, but we're going to skyrocket here as time goes on. We're going to see the craziest selling Starbucks mugs out there. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. All right, so we have this rare 2002 Arizona Valley of the Sun massive mug. It's like however many gallons. It's 2.5 gallon mug. So Starbucks came out with this massive mug back in the day as a promotional thing. The thing goes for $249. It must be rare. It must be something that they discontinued after a little bit. You know, it's probably limited edition, but if y'all see this mug, oh my goodness gracious. Of course, well, you can imagine if this thing was sticking out somewhere at like an estate sale or something. It's just like all these little mugs and then this big whopping, I'm a Starbucks mug, pick me up, you know. So that one's easy. That one you can be like, oh, yep, snatch it right up without even thinking, without even looking. You see the other reseller there and you're like, nope, I watched EmilyEConway's video, give me that mug, and you make $250. So this Starbucks cup, you guys, it's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I could see why someone would want to collect this one. This one is, okay, so it's a glass, right? Inside the glass is an actual cat paw shape inside. So it's a mug with a cat paw mold on the inside. This is 2019 Starbucks glass mug, whatever you want to call it. It looks like, you know, clear, see-through, but it has the cat's paw mold in the inside. Super cool. Definitely makes sense why this bad boy sold for $270. The next one that sold, there's a lot of reasons why it sold for what it did. Now, it's pretty unrealistic that you're going to find a Starbucks mug in the original packaging like this. Now, not only is it in the original packaging, but it's also from 1994, and it's from New Orleans, so it's a location mug in the original packaging in 1994. So there's a lot of reason why this thing sold for $350. I'm guessing they could have gotten even more for that, but who knows, man? What do I know? I'm just giving you guys the numbers I saw on the comps. But yeah, this guy sold for $349. Now, just looking at this picture, I feel like you've probably seen this type of mug around. I know I have picked up a mug like that before, and I've sold it for good money, like 20 bucks per mug, so I ended up making like 80 bucks. Now, the difference in this mug is you can't tell from the picture, but it actually is a gallon mug. So it looks generic, but it's large. So the larger the mug, the better, you know? One Starbucks collector is like, well, look at my cat paw mug. And the other one's like, well, mine's bigger. I'm not a Starbucks mug collector, but from what I'm seeing in the comps, I'm just piecing some stories together for you. Sold for $425. Are you kidding me? It says Giant Abbey limited edition 1 gallon mug with the original box. So yes, the original box does come with it, and it's very large, and it's limited too, of course, it's rare. So all of these are rare. We don't need to say that over and over again. They're all rare. And Swarovski be rubbing shoulders with all the companies, because I remember the Swarovski bear in the Build-A-Bear series that I did. Now Swarovski's over here with Starbucks. All right, Swarovski, you're schmoozing with everybody. Now, the schmoozing pays off for both companies, because when you combine two companies like that, even in the clothing world, if you have two brands that did a collaboration and they made a limited edition item, that's going to be money. Same with the Starbucks mug. Now, this one sold for $425. Swarovski, Starbucks, they think they're so cool, and I think everyone agrees with them. It's also a pumpkin spice 10th anniversary mug. So we have another massive, massive, massive Starbucks mug. This one's from Chicago. It is a store promo mug. So something about that store, they did a local promotion of some kind, and they probably gave away this mug or sold this mug or something. So it is very, very rare and very massive. So, how much coffee can you fit in that? It's like, honey, I'm going to have 1 cup of coffee today, and that's it. And then I pull out this bad boy from Chicago. And this one sold for $289 plus $65 shipping or something. Yeah, $64 for shipping. It must be big. I guess it, yeah. Like, could you imagine shipping that guy? Think about shipping that dude. Like, it's gonna get done. It's going to, but it's not gonna be the most fun. Because look at that little mug, and then look at the big one. Like, it's pretty sizable. So you can imagine what kind of box this guy would come in if you're shipping it through eBay, So anyways, moving on. All right, now we're talking about New Zealand. And you guys, if you don't know, my dad's side of the family is originally from New Zealand. My grandma was born and raised in New Zealand, in Auckland. She was the best human being on the earth. But besides my personal connection with New Zealand, I wish I could visit. I have yet to visit, but I still have family there that I would like to meet someday. I'm very proud of my New Zealand little part of me. So this New Zealand mug from South Island, New Zealand. 2009 series, sold for $870 plus shipping. Seems like Starbucks collectors agree that New Zealand is a pretty cool place. So if you see this lady with her fancy dress, lifting up her arm, and it says Seville on it, and it says Starbucks, you need to pick that up because it is rare, limited. Okay, I keep saying it, but it's true. So it is the Starbucks original 2009 Seville Icon series, and that sold for $725 plus shipping. Yeah, so burn that into your head. Lady dancing on the front of a Starbucks mug is gonna get you $700 plus. Now, this one, I can understand why it's $825. Store displays, guys. Store displays. Now, that's a very sought-after item for any collector, whether it be Lego or Build-A-Bear or Starbucks or what have you. Displays in the stores are going to be serious money. If you go to those closing sales around you, go to the manager, ask about the displays. Hopefully you can strike up a good deal and make some serious bank. This one had my mind blown. So this is very, 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 very rare, I guess, because of the actual price that it sold for. So this Monterrey, Mexico Starbucks mug sold for $1,339 plus $50 shipping. Isn't that nuts? It's nuts. $1,300 for one mug. Someone is out there buying a mug for $1,300. So if you see this king-looking guy with his little lion, whatever he's saying, mush, whoa. Just whoa. That's a good pickup. We're not even done. That wasn't even the highest one, guys. This very hard to find Zacatecas Starbucks Mexico mug. Now, I'm guessing Mexico didn't make very many Starbucks mugs. So the other one earlier was from Mexico as well, and it was worth like, I think $800 or something. This one sells $2,475. $2,400 for this mug. Plus $50 shipping, of course. You can't forget $50 for shipping one mug, you know, because we all know how hard it is to ship a mug, right, guys? It's gotta be $50, but they just slap the $50 on there just because. Because they know they'll pay it, I guess. So $2,475. Crazy. 56 bids as well. This one is the final one. And y'all, it's crazy. Okay. This, you wouldn't even think that this would be so big, but it is. It's massive. And why? I don't know. But this mug from Charlotte, which I'm assuming Charlotte, North Carolina, right? That's the Charlotte Global Icon City Collector Series. So it's some rare series, and this mug was a really sought after mug. Now this one sold for $5,661. Could you imagine? Now at least they weren't a jerk about shipping. They had 1 cent for shipping. But y'all, $5,000 for a mug. There's gotta be like 2 of them out there, or 1 or something. So, of course we're dreaming, guys. Of course we're dreaming. But I think it's good to dream. I think it's good to know that this is out there, to inspire you guys to get looking, when you're at the thrift store. Get looking. Get excited. This stuff is out there, like someone found it. Someone had it. Like, you could find these things. You could, guys. You could. So, I don't want to, say, you're definitely going to find one tomorrow or anything like that, but it would be an amazing thing to find something like this. It really would be super cool. I just like learning about it, and I wanted to share that with you. So I asked some friends in my TikTok reseller community about Starbucks mugs. I said, give me 1 tip about Starbucks mugs. And y'all, they took it the TikTok way, the lighthearted sense of humor kind of way, which I appreciate. So I'll share with you some of the answers. So my girl Ashley Stone, she said, I find a lot of them in my cabinet. With that face, cabinet. So y'all, Ashley's given us permission to go through her cabinets and source there, just so you know. So tip number 1, Ashley's cabinet. My friend Josh Singh, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I'm going to say Singh. Josh Singh, he said, the tip is to always buy Starbucks mugs. They resell so well, and the limited ones bring major money, which we definitely have learned that. Josh Singh, we'll definitely pick up Starbucks mugs. Be on the lookout for anything Starbucks because it's selling like crazy all the time. My boy Chris Mania, of course he's gonna say something sarcastic. So, tip: make coffee. Tip 2, put it in your Starbucks cup. Tip 3, have a bathroom nearby. I appreciate it, Chris. I appreciate your tip. My girl Melissa Skursky says, I'ma watch this. She says, gonna watch this. Are you watching it? Are you watching it? Dustin Bohr says, why does Starbucks stuff do so well? And I just think people like high-end stuff. I think that people just want to buy high-end stuff, and Starbucks is definitely the uppitiest version of coffee that, you know, there's probably more that it's even more uppity that's just so beyond me because I'm not a cajillionaire. But yeah, because Starbucks is more high-end, I think people like to buy them. Why do you guys think? I'm going to open it up to you guys. Why do you guys think that Starbucks stuff is so sought after? I just think it's a cool aesthetic. I think it's, you know, people will collect lots of things, and why not Starbucks mugs? You guys let me know your thoughts on it. Jonathan Miller says, I've sold one in the past, and I hope you sell more, my dude. So that's it for the comments in my Facebook group from people who gave their tips on Starbucks mugs. I know you definitely, when you ship them, be sure to wrap it with some wrapping paper, some actual shipping paper, then do some small bubble wrap, then some large bubble wrap. Have it real nice and tight, lots of tape. Don't let it be shifting around in the box. That's all I can say. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, Emily Conway. I'd love to see you back for more content from me. Keep making that money and spreading that love, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!